Good morning, bird brains, and welcome back to another episode of the Hare Scramble bike build. I don't have a name for this series, do I? Oh well, basically we're turning this CRF250R into a trail bike. Now, this is kind of just cosmetics round 2. Last episode we swapped out the plastics, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and added the kickstand, so now it can stand on itself. I already took that out for a ride. Well worth the money that I spent on that. In case you didn't catch that episode, we found out that the front number plate as well as these airbox covers do not come included in the kit. So I went ahead and got that ordered. Those are in, so we will be putting those on today to get completely fresh new plastics, and then we're going to be applying our custom graphics kit. And that's actually the sponsor for today's episode, but I'm gonna wait until we reveal that. First things first, we're gonna get those plastics on, so let's get to work. So those two airbox covers are done. Those were a pain in the ass. So I know I probably didn't pick up on camera, but the way that these things attach is there's a screw back here and there's a screw back here. So I ended up taking the whole radiator shrouds off in order to get to them, but I think it is well worth the effort. I think it really does clean up the look of the bike. I decided to hold off on the number plate because I want to put the graphic on first and then put it on, but that should be pretty simple. Also take these off because we're going to be doing grips today as well, but that should be pretty easy. Now what we're going to be doing is moving over. Oh, by the way, my wife Mrs. Bird came to join us. She is a upholstery expert.
Don't say that, I'm gonna get tore apart in the comments.
Just kidding, she's not an expert. But she's probably a lot better than I would be at this, so we're gonna take this seat cover off and see if we can manage to get this new one on there. Out of 10, how confident are you? 10 being the most confident.
9.
9, woo!
I was less confident until I saw that.
Oh, that you saw that it's pretty much already made. You just have to staple it?
Yes, because I even got this out. Like, I was ready to measure. I was ready to make sure that, like, all these were marked appropriately. I was going to use this as a template, actually. But when I saw that, I was like, just let me do it.
All right. Let's get to work. All right, show us your work here. Oh, look at that.
It's the
Looks factory right there.
It'll
Better
work,
than factory. All right, guys, so it's time to reveal the graphics as well as the sponsor for today's episode, and that is AMR Racing Graphics. So as you guys can see, I stuck with the Solo Jazz pattern. They were really fun to work with. They even made me these little decals that had the same print on it with their logo kind of incorporated into it, which is super cool. Definitely gonna be putting these on the truck somewhere. But before we get started with that, we're gonna have to, of course, wipe the bike down as well as get off the graphics on the swing arm as well as the fork covers. And then we'll be ready to start applying. Alright guys, so it's day 2. That process took a little bit longer than expected. We kind of ran out of time and we kind of had some issues with that exhaust side number plate, the notorious, worst one to work with. From a distance, it doesn't look bad, but up close, yeah, we didn't really do a great job. I watched like one YouTube video and I was like, yeah, I got this, no problem. I mean, I've wrapped an entire motorcycle before. I mean, that bike right there is partially wrapped, and my other bike, put a picture here, we did that one entirely. The whole bike was wrapped. So I figured that this would be super easy, but this stuff's a lot thicker. It does not act the same as wrapping vinyl, and it's precision cut. So, I mean, everything has to line up great. These graphics are cut awesome. I mean, when I got it right on like the fork covers and like the fender and stuff, everything lines up awesome. But the number plate, we didn't have as much of a luck, so I might have to replace that one. I might not, I don't know, we'll see. But for the rest of this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and just forget about that and work on the rest to get the bike as a whole completed as much as possible. Let's get back to work. so the graphics are complete. Had much better luck today as far as the application goes. Watched a couple more videos that had a few different techniques, so pretty much got everything on without any major defects or bobbles or anything like that. Really like how the tail came out. Very happy with it. I didn't think I was gonna like these little frame things, but seeing it all together on the bike, I think it really adds a cool little touch. I also got the front number plate wrapped. It's sitting right there, but we're about to swap out the grips, and that means I'm gonna have to do some stuff with these bark busters, and it's a lot easier to do that with the plate off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first, and then we'll put the number plate on. Also, I've remembered that I was missing a bolt from the number plate bolts, the ones that go right there. But I found one. It's a little bit too long, but we're gonna get to cut it down and replace that. And then we'll move on to taking off these ugly spoke skins. Alright guys, so the graphics and spokeskins and grips, everything that we're doing today in today's episode is now complete. Now, before you go and start typing comments about the spokeskins, let me make this very clear that these are temporary. Essentially what I'm trying to do is to see if when I replace these spokes, I probably will replace them when I get the wheels powder coated, if I want to go with the black or if I want to go with the more of a raw look. So this is kind of just to see if I want black spokes or not. So we will be replacing them at some point in the future, probably, like I said, when we get the wheels powder coated. Now, there will be a little bit of a break before next episode because that Recluse is coming in, and we will probably also be doing a chain and sprocket kit as well. Definitely need to replace the chain slider, chain roller, all that stuff. All that stuff's pretty worn, so we're replacing that stuff. We might be doing bars as well, but I haven't really made up my mind on that just yet. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Like always, links for all these products that you see here are gonna be down in the description. Shout out to AMR Racing Graphics for providing me this custom graphics kit for the bike. Go ahead and check them out, link in the description as well. Other than that, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.